Let's be real about what this is actually about. This isn't about houses. It's not about commissions. It's not even about technology. This is about control. On one side, you've got people saying they're protecting consumers. On the other side, you've got consumers who just want the freedom to choose how they buy or sell a home. And those two things are not the same. So the real question is simple. Do people get to decide how they navigate real estate? Or does the system decide for them? This is Steve Colino, and this is Confidential Remarks. The old system treats people like they're on a conveyor belt. Same process, same steps, same fees. No matter who you are, it's like, get in line, follow the script, don't ask questions. And then they call that protection. But really, it's just control. Now look at what's changing. People can choose how they want help. They can do parts themselves. They can get advice when they need it. They can take different paths. That's not dangerous. That's normal. That's how every modern system works. Choice doesn't hurt people. Taking it away does. Here's one of the biggest lines you'll hear. Only licensed agents protect the public. Okay, but think about that for a second. If something is actually valuable, people will choose it. You don't have to force it. Nobody is saying get rid of agents. That's not the argument. The argument is, why should everyone be required to use and pay for the exact same level of service? Real protection means having access to help when you want it, not being forced into it, whether you need it or not. Some people act like giving consumers more control somehow makes things worse, like it's less professional. But that makes no sense. Every industry moved this way. You book your own travel, you manage your own banking, you order anything you want instantly. And somehow that didn't destroy those industries. It made them better. Real estate is just behind. That's it. Making things easier, faster, and more flexible isn't unprofessional. It's just what happens when an industry finally catches up. You'll hear this fear. If people can access listings, use AI, and work with lawyers directly, the industry falls apart. But let's be honest, that only happens if the value was never real to begin with. If your role disappears the second people have options, then what you had wasn't value, it was control. Real value doesn't break when people have choices. It stands out even more. The people who actually help, guide, and add insight, they'll be fine. The ones who rely on locking people into a system, that's what's at risk. This is where it gets obvious. The message isn't don't do this at all. It's don't do it here. And here is the MLS, the thing that gives access to the market. So what they're really saying is you can innovate, just not where it actually matters. Just not where people can see it. Just not where it competes with us. That's not about fairness. That's about protecting control. Because if you control access, you control everything. Let's stop pretending this is about protecting people. It's not. It's about controlling who gets access. It's about controlling how much things cost. And it's about controlling what options even exist in the first place. Because if you control those three things, you control the entire game. So when someone says, we're protecting consumers, ask yourself, are they really protecting you or protecting their position? Here's what the future actually looks like. Not one way, multiple ways. Some people will want to do most of it themselves. Lower cost, more control. Others will want help along the way. And some will still want full service, hands-off support. All of that is fine. All of that should exist. Because the goal isn't to force one model on everyone. The goal is to let people choose what works for them. That's it. That's the whole point. This change is already happening. And no one is asking for permission. You can argue about it. You can try to slow it down. You can call it dangerous, but you can't stop it. Because this isn't being pushed by one company or one idea. It's being pulled by consumers who expect more control. And once people see they have options, they don't go back. So the only real choice left is this. Are you going to adapt to this shift or get left behind by it? This has been Confidential Remarks.